Hello, welcome to R.K Medicos. In this section, we are going to discuss about the general pediatrics and about the growth of the fetus and how the fetus is going to develop. And the first, we are going to discuss in this section about the introduction. And in introduction, we are going to see here about the periods of the growth of fetus and how they are classified. It is just an introduction about them. So let's start our topic, the periods of growth of the fetus, how the fetus is going to developed during the whole embryonic life, and after the embryonic life what is happened, what the name of these developing stages and how they are called. So let's start our topic, in which the first we can see here the periods of growth and days of life. What days of life is called as what period of the development of the fetus. So basically here we are going to learn about what are the different names of the periods of the development of fetus during the developing fetus during the related to the time. So let's start. The first one is prenatal period. It is the period in which the fetus is going to develop in the gestational ages. It means gestational period. It is the period in which the fetus is developed inside the mother. It means what happened, the ovum or the germinal period is the period which is present from the 0 to which is going to present from 0 to 14 days after the fertilization. Fertilization means simple, the male gamete, the female gamete both are going to fuse, and after the fusion they forming zygote, and this zygote formation is leads to the different stages crossing, and after the they are going to implant in the endometrium of the endomyometrium of the uterus. So let's say start the 0 to 14 days basically is representing 0 to 2 weeks of the gestation. It means the developing period of the fetus in which 0 to 2 weeks or the 0 to 14 days of the fetus developing is representing by the ovum or germinal period. It is under the prenatal period. Next one is embryonic period, and next one is fetus or fetal period, and inside the prenatal the another one is perinatal period. So these four condition, now I'm going to taking name here. The first one is ovum, the second one is embryo, the third one is fetus, the fourth one is perinatal. These are the four stages which are included inside the prenatal period. And what does it mean, ovum or germinal layer and the germinal period? In this period it is including the for after the zygote formation or the fertilization till the 14 days, and embryonic period is including 14 days to 9 weeks of the development of the fetus. Next we can see here the fetal period is indicating here. The fetal period is going to indicate here from the 9 month of the development till the birth of the baby or the birth of the fetus. These are the time period which is called as the fetal period, from the 9 weeks after the development of this baby or the fetus, from the 9 week to till the birth. Now we are going to see during the perinatal condition what is happening during the natal condition. They are divided in three: the late antenatal period, next intranetal period, and the last one is early neonatal period. Neonatal is basically representing the newborn condition or the newborn of the baby. So what are the classification of newborn baby? Let's start our topic. In the perinatal period we can see from the first 28th week, from the first 28th week to 7 day after the delivery. We can see here since 28th week to the 7th day after the delivery. It means from the 28th week during the development, and from the 28th to till 7th day after the delivery or the after the gestational period after the delivery. These all period are including inside the perinatal condition. And inside the perinatal these are basically a late antenatal condition. Next one is intranatal condition. What is the condition is intranatal? it is the first sign after the birth of the baby. It is the first sign after the birth of the baby is including inside the intranetal period. Next one is early neonatal period. It is also called as the newborn period. What is happening inside after the birth till 7th day of the birth? Means today is the baby birth, and after the 7 days, all these 7 days period is including inside the early neonatal period. So these are the periods which are including inside the perinatal period. Next one, we are going to see about the postnatal conditions. Basically, the postnatal here divided into 5 parts. The newborn I already told you, they are called as the neonatal period. Next one, we can see infants or the infancy. Next one, toddler's child, and next one, preschool child and a school child. So how we are going to classify the postnatal into 5 parts: the newborn, the infancy, toddler, preschool and a school child. So let's start. See, the newborn child or the neonatal child is basically the child which is time period from the 4 week to 28 days. It means 4 week or 28 days to the life of that child. It means how they are going to classify the newborn baby is classified into basically 2 parts: the early and late early neonatal condition and the late neonatal condition. The early neonatal condition or the early neonatal period is including first 0 to 7 days. Here we can see the early neonatal period is including first 0 to 7 days, and the late neonatal condition is including 7 to 28 days. So these are the life period of the any child which is including the newborn. In the newborn case, they are classified into 2 parts: the early neonatal period or the late neonatal period. The early neonatal period is including what? 0 to 7 days, and the late neonatal period is including 7 to 28 days. Next one, we can see the infants or the infancy. They are including the first year child from the 28 days, or we can say after the 4 weeks till 1 year, the child is called as infants. Next we can see there is the toddlers are the child. The days in the life we are going to count here, that is the 1 to 3 year childs are called as toddlers. Next we can see the preschooler childs, the child who is ready to go to the school, and that's why the childs are called as the preschool. They are studying in the nursery classes, LKG, UKG, like these classes will be the preschool class. So these all classes are included inside the 3 to 6 year classes. 3 to 6 years child is called as the preschool child. Next one is the school child. What are the age of the childs? Are the 6 to 12 years. These are the childs are called as the school child. Next one we are going to see adolescence. Adolescents are basically also divided into 3 parts here. The first one is early adolescence, middle adolescence and the late adolescence. The adolescents are vary between the 10 to 19 years of the age. From the 10 to 19 years or the 20 years of the age, basically they are counted between 10 to 20. So, and this 10 to 20 is going to divide it into 3 parts: the early, middle and late. The early one is including 10 to 13 years of the lifespan, that is called as early adolescent stage. Next one is the middle adolescent stage or the middle adolescence period, in which they are including 14 to 16 years of the child, or the 17 to 20 years of the child are including inside the late adolescence condition. So these are the 3 stages in the adolescence. There is the 5 stages in the newborn, infants, toddlers and the preschool child or the school child. And there is the prenatal condition is having 4 conditions: ovum or the germinal period, embryonic period, fetal period and the perinatal period. So these are the classifications of the period of growth. They are classified into 3 parts: the prenatal, prenatal, postnatal and the adolescent. So here I am going to stop my topic. So in next topic we are discussing further topics about the introduction of the pediatrics. So see you soon in that videos. Thank you.